So right now we're at the Experience Bar and we're in Starbucks Reserve. So basically there's a gentleman here that's going to be breaking down some different experience with the menu and we'll go see. Okay.
5 grams, 385 grams of water to 25 grams of beans. And then this is the actual filter that we're going to use to process and brew your coffee. There it is. And then we put it in there and we lock it. We create like a little flower pattern with the filter so it can grab the beans at the end. Okay. We drop it down and we leave it exposed. We don't want to close it yet. We want to get that to a rolling boil. So we are now we're going to use this halogen bowl to actually heat up our water. It has its initial beginning in 1830s Berlin. And the reason why people see that, they think that the Lord is a scientist, was looking for a cup of coffee, couldn't find a coffee pot, nowhere to save his life. And he looked around his lab and he saw that he had a bowl, he had his beaker, he had some cauldron, so he came up with the formula that we're using. But in 1841, a French woman by the name of Madame Lesueur, she came up with the first patent design, this balloon shape right here. That's her design. It spread across Europe in the 19th and 20th century. It's not until he got to Japan where this really took off. Right? This, because of the process, we use vapor pressure, they use gravity to extract the oils. This here removes the oils and the acidity from the coffee, and it gives you a tea-like smooth consistency. That's the easiest way to introduce coffee to a group of people that love tea. And then if you go to Japan, you will tea shops everywhere, there's just lines of this one. They took it, made it their own, and I'm actually happy that they did. It's great to drink black. You can, obviously do what you want with it, but it's perfect for black. Cool down and wipe it. Okay. So like I said, I'm just manipulating the beakers here to where I feel it's heating the water. I'm looking for little tiny shimmers, simmer, and then I know I have the beaker. Guys, I'm trying my best not to spray, and I never scrape the bottom. Why is that so? Because it's I'm going to heat a little bit here so it kind of stays. Okay, and here we go. Now the water is going to start to rise. Yeah. I'm a wizard, Harry. Once this rises, there's going to be a little bit of water here to just hit the skin. It's not enough, right? This is going to be Ethiopia. I want you to notice how this brine kind of bleeds. Orange. Those are the blood orange notes showing through. This is not going to take me more than 20 seconds. If I do it more than 20 seconds, I'm disturbing the beans way too much. I feel good with that. I'm going to leave it alone. You see how it's starting to bubble up here? Yeah. That's fresh coffee right there. That's the gas is releasing itself. You see how orange is bleeding at the bottom, very light? That's the blood orange colors. I'm not going to go more than 6 times. I feel off, and I'm going to go the same direction. Now you can go, taking back over. I feel good here. That's 4 spins. I don't want to do more than that. Now we're going for the 3 things I told you about at the beginning. Short bubbles forming once the coffee seeps through. That dome that's going to catch the grinds, which is the most important part. That's why the incorporation is most important. And at the very, very end, it's going to be a release of gases, or basically your coffee is going to burn. When that happens, you know your coffee is done correctly, okay? So you guys pay attention for that. I'm going to work on this one over here. Yeah, so the coffee is done. And I was just pulling through, and the extraction process is what's going to make the oil stay on top. You see the top right there? You see all that shiny things on top of the grinds right there? That's the oils. If this was flat, all the oils would escape. It's shiny. So when it starts to pull through, it's forcing it out. Review, I would love you for having me.
You say your name is what?
Eric. Okay. Eric Gonzalez.
Thank you.
Thank you.